We never shy away from a wine that, one, you're excited about, and two, my excitement is always if it's actually in the Fearless Flyer where I can find information of it when it comes to Trader Joe's wine.
Easily accessible information.
Yes, both of those things come together. Now, is this one that you've seen like kind of upcoming? Because it seems like it's been a couple weeks. You're like, oh, there's this wine I want to try. It should be coming out soon. You've been talking about it. People have been getting excited about it.
I may have been talking about something else, but who knows? This probably just... This may have superseded the other one, or maybe this was the one. Who knows?
It could be. So this, when did the flyer just come? Did it just come out recently? Right,
it came out the week right after Thanksgiving.
Okay, all right.
So that Monday, still in November actually.
And from what you have seen, people have already been buying cases of this.
Hearing good things.
Okay.
So our level of expectation is already set high.
And we've done something different than we normally do, and we'll talk about that in just a minute for this cab that we're about to have. For this Give It a Shot, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Gran Reserva Cabernet Sauvignon Maule Valley from Chile. And this is the 2020 vintage.
There's a lot, and it's like lot 121. I think it's like very specific to that stuff as well.
Very specific, yeah.
So this is we're gonna say the price. It's right around $13.
Yeah,
because I've already seen it. It's not hidden.
The Grand Reserve is there. Yeah, they are $12.99. So
okay.
Normally it's a black label, but today it's this one's a sort of cool blue label.
It is. I'm gonna reach over here, and you're gonna see one of the things that we've already done differently than we normally do, but we were kind of told to possibly do this to kind of let it breathe a little bit more.
Yes.
So not only did we open this a couple hours right when we started the podcast, like the full podcast that we do on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages every
Most.
A fair amount of Thursday evenings.
Several.
On occasion. No, a lot of Thursday evenings. We were here hanging out, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern, depending on when the time's going on. So we made sure to open it, which we have done that before, but we went the extra step. We're like, maybe we should pour this also a little bit early. So we did that right as we took our last break. So this has been sitting open now for about a half hour, I would say.
Even a little bit more maybe, but something like that. But yeah, we had been told by multiple, meaning two people that this definitely need...
that is multiple.
That's multiple of one. That this definitely needed to open, to breathe, and that... In their case, the second glass was the money glass.
The money glass. Okay.
Hopefully, we're hoping to jump right into number two.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're trying to make the second glass into the first glass.
Right.
Because usually we don't drink quite that much.
No.
So we have already opened this up. And it could be an exciting option. If it is in the Fearless Flyer, how long does that usually wind up sticking around then? Does it just kind of depend when it just
depends
out?
on quantity and how popular it is.
Okay.
Our particular store still has quite a bit of this at the time of this recording. But people are I've seen coming back buying multiple bottles, and I hope we're not in for a letdown. But we're gonna find out.
Sometimes that's right. Yeah, we don't want Arthur syndrome, as you like to call it. Exactly.
Arthur syndrome. That's pretty dark.
That is very dark, actually.
I like that.
That is nice. I love a good cab.
Yeah.
So I'm like my hope is, like I said, it's up there a little bit.
Yep. Me too.
Especially for the price range, you're always like excited if that value to flavor ratio can come together. We won't get to the flavor right away. Should we give a little sniff?
Let's take a sniff.
Okay. I hated for that glass to leave my nose.
Blackberry, raspberry.
Yeah.
Just a lot of
blackcurrant in
nice
there too.
Fruit. Yeah.
Yeah. And just heavier, dark, rich, jammy.
Yeah.
A little bit of oak maybe in there too. There's something kind of woody. Like I said, I don't know how much like aging this did or did not get, but there's a little bit of that coming through. This smells fantastic. But that has not let me down already.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Nose good.
Nose good. Yeah. Jam good.
Taste.
Custard good.
We'll find out.
Did we go to the taste?
Yes.
All right.
Did we let it breathe enough?
I think maybe it could have even used a little bit more.
It could probably use a little bit more.
Yeah, I think so too. There's still a lot of really good. It's interesting because the aroma was more of the darker fruit, but I'm getting a little more of like a lighter, like a cherry kind of popping through.
Yeah.
A little more lighter raspberry with some of those dark tones around
it.
Oaky's coming through. It's a little on the drier side, so that's kind of why I'm thinking like, oh, maybe that tannic is kind of more. Could have used a little bit more, either if you were going to fully decant or if you were going to pour this through, like some people do use like the little aerators and like just to kind of speed that process up. That might have been. I still think this is excellent. This is definitely one I see the potential where people, like you mentioned, some of the
one of my coworkers,
buying a few of these bottles and stashing them.
Yeah,
I think this could turn into something, like I said, even better. This is really good, and especially at that price.
Yeah, that's good, because the way it was built up, and from the many people that I spoke with, I was a little hesitant, but that is really good. I like all the things about that. One of my coworkers said he made this, I think, like it was some sort of pork roast or a roast, and it held up well to that. You can definitely tell with those dry tannins, it's going to go very well with food, but open up a little bit more. It's fine just by itself too. So
yeah, no, I think that is really good. Well worth all of the talk and the accolades that have kind of been given to this one. The body's nice too. That probably, if I was going to like quibble a little bit, I wish it had just a little bit more to that, which I know is like usually our thing. It seems like usually if that is like our one negative, like some of the jamminess that was in like the aroma, I thought the body might be a little bit more rich. Yeah. It's still very good. It's a heavy medium body, but I thought it might just be even a little bit more.
I almost said that, and then I thought, I say that all the time about stuff. So I thought, I'm not going to say it, but I agree with 100%. It could have a little bit more, but it's good.
What also could have a little bit more, but thankfully we keep doing these shows, is our website, AboutBeverages.com. You can find everything we have ever done there, whether it is a podcast, a video, recipes, all those things can be found there. If you only want the latest videos, we do appreciate if you would go head on over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. You will find out every week when there are multiple videos going up, whether it's gameplay stuff that I'm doing or a lot of the beverage review full podcasts, the smaller little give it a shots that we do. All of those things can be found on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button there. You'll never miss a thing. Because if you want to, there'll be a little alert and they'll be like, hey, these guys have got something for you. Be like, oh, I like them. You just kind of go check that out. If you only want audio, Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, good options for you as well. If you have a favorite podcasting app, search for About Beverages. We should be there. If we're not, we'll try and work it out. We're still working out a few kinks when it comes to the audio side, but please go follow us wherever you can. It's much appreciated. And if you're on a following spree, you might as well do some other things too, right?
The 3 pillars. Still 3, or have you added the 4th?
3. I mean, you can mention anything else you can think of off the top of your head.
The pillars of social media. Well, we have TikTok, Instagram. I know you've put us on Threads.
We have been using Threads
recently as well. Also Twitter, which though is still the current main one.
I would say so, yeah.
Which we use to keep you up to date on what is going on at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening, when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 3:30 Pacific now.
Right now, because of the time change.
Currently, but 4:30 where we are here, 6:30 Eastern, sometime in the afternoon on Thursday.
What's Greenwich Mean Time?
I don't know.
I don't either. Go look it up yourself.
But sometime on a Thursday afternoon, often we will be going live, and that's when we get together. We hang out, try some beverages, discuss many topics of the day with people in chat. Also throughout the week, Andrew will keep you up to date on what he is doing in the gaming world and what he will be enjoying as he is doing that. So for all the latest at About Beverages, please do follow us on Twitter.
But, as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.